The thing that strikes me about the Lord's Prayer is that that is the prayer that Jesus lived. His whole life was acting out or living out that prayer. For example, it begins, "Our Father who art in the heavens." In those few places where we actually read the words of Jesus' prayer, he always begins with Father or Abba. And Abba is a familiar and colloquial term for father. It's like saying Daddy. Starts his prayer, Father, Daddy. Very important beginning tone to the prayer. And then the next petition in the Lord's Prayer is, "Hallowed be thy name." In one of his prayers, Jesus says, "Father, glorify your name." Glorify your name. You could say that the whole life of the Lord was for the glory of that holy name. The prayer, "Thy kingdom come," Jesus came into the world to establish that kingdom. That was his whole mission, was to bring the kingdom of God into the world. And the petition, "Thy will be done," at one point Jesus said, "I did not come to do my own will, but the will of the one who sent me." So his whole life was an expression of that desire to let the will of God be acted out or expressed in his life and in his work. The part of the prayer that's perhaps most difficult for us to understand is where Jesus says, "Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil." When Jesus prayed that portion of the prayer, he sweated blood. This was in the Garden of Gethsemane. He knew the physical pain that was about to come. He knew the emotional pain. He prayed earnestly not to be led into temptation, but then said, "Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt." And he also prayed to forgive his enemies. "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." His whole life was an expression or an embodiment of that prayer.